Hey there, metalheads. Welcome back to the Lovebites Forever channel. And today we're continuing our epic journey through the discography of one of the most impressive bands in the Japanese metal scene, Lovebites. In the last episode, we explored their debut album, Awakening from Abyss, which introduced the world to the extraordinary talent of these 5 musicians. Today, we're diving into the band's second studio album, Clockwork Immortality, released in December 2018. If you thought the first album was powerful, get ready. With Clockwork Immortality, Lovebites not only cemented their place in the global power metal scene, but also broadened their musical horizons, creating a work that many critics consider one of the best power metal albums ever released by an all-female band. So, fasten your seatbelts, adjust your headphones, and let's embark on this journey through the world of Clockwork Immortality. The context, from promise to global power. After the release of Awakening from Abyss in 2017, Lovebites quickly gained international recognition. In June 2018, they released the EP Battle Against Damnation, which acted as a bridge between the first and second albums and showcased the band's ongoing evolution. A major milestone during this period was winning the Metal Hammer Golden Gods Award for Best New Band in 2018, a significant recognition from the international music press. Plus, the band made history by performing at the legendary Wacken Open Air Festival in Germany in August 2018, becoming the first all-female metal band from Japan to grace that iconic stage. It was precisely this Wacken performance that earned them a record deal with the European label Arising Empire, further expanding their global reach. Interestingly, the band was already working on Clockwork Immortality even before the release of the Battle Against Damnation EP, showcasing their intense work ethic and dedication. The creation process. The creation of Clockwork Immortality was meticulous and well-planned. According to bassist and bandleader Miho, they started by creating a list of qualities they wanted the album to embody. Then, Miho, Miyako, and Asami began writing in their own teams, often collaborating with Mao, the keyboardist from Lightbringer. A fun fact about the recording, Miyako recorded all her guitar parts at her home studio using a Dean USA Icon guitar. For reamping, she used a PV6505 for the solos and leads, and a Marshall for the backing guitars, creating that powerful signature sound that runs through the whole album. As with previous works, the album was mixed by Mikko Karmila and mastered by Mika Jusila at the renowned Finnvox Studios in Helsinki, Finland. The same professionals who worked with metal giants like Nightwish, Children of Bodom, and Stratovarius. The cover and concept. The cover art for Clockwork Immortality is a stunning piece that perfectly represents the album's concept. Created by the Easy Rabbit Crearchins, with illustration by Spanish artist David Lopez Gomez and designed by Gomez and Carlos Vicente Leon, it depicts a wolf breaking an hourglass. The wolf, which had already appeared on the covers of the band's previous releases, symbolizes how, by playing a non-mainstream genre like heavy metal, Lovebites is a lone wolf in the music scene. According to guitarist Midori, the artwork visualizes the meaning behind the album's title. Value every moment of your time. The title, Clockwork Immortality, reflects themes of time, eternity, and the quest for permanence through music, concepts woven throughout the album's lyrics and atmosphere. Clockwork Immortality contains 10 tracks that highlight Lovebites' evolution and versatility. Let's break down a few of them. The opening track immediately sets the tone with its fast, melodic power metal, a powerful start that preps listeners for the journey ahead. Pledge of the Savior. Miho described the opening riff as a mix of melodic power metal with the metalcore roots of Midori and Miyako, a track that shows the band's ability to fuse different influences. 3. Rising. One of the album's most ambitious songs, featuring a piano and vocal section in the middle that Miyako said was a tribute to Chopin, demonstrating their classical training and versatility. 4. Empty Daydream. Originally written for the Battle Against Damnation EP, but saved for this album, It features progressive metal elements and shows the band exploring more complex territories. Mastermind 01, the last song Miyako wrote for the album. Miho compared it to Scream for Me from the first album. Asami's rapid-fire vocal delivery even has a rap-like feel, adding another layer to the album's sonic diversity. 6. MDO, created specifically for live audiences to sing along with. The title stands for Most Destructive Outset and was inspired by the resurrection arc from Osamu Tezuka's manga, Phoenix. 7. Journey to the Other Side. Miho wrote the lyrics about her family, and she tried to create a chorus that fans could sing in unison, inspired by an experience DJing at an event and playing Grim Reaper's See You in Hell. 8. The Final Collision. Lyrics drawn from Miho's personal struggles at the time. An emotionally charged track that reveals the band's more personal side. 9. Epilogue, the first metal ballad Asami ever wrote. Despite its few notes, Miyako admitted it was the hardest track to record because even the smallest mistake was noticeable. Subtly, it weaves in the theme of the opening track Addicted, creating a circular album structure. Release and tour. Clockwork Immortality was released in Japan on December 5th, 2018 via Victor Entertainment. Limited editions included a DVD or Blu-ray of the concert video. Battle in the East, recorded on June 28, 2018 at Tsutaya O East. In Europe, Australia, and New Zealand, the album was released 2 days later by Arising Empire, while in the UK it was released by JPU Records on January 18, 2019. To promote the album, the band embarked on the Clockwork Immortality tour in Japan in 2019, with 6 dates from January 12th to February 23. Additionally, in November 2019, Victor released a limited edition vinyl of the album titled Yokyu no Haguruma, Eternal Gear in Japanese, with new liner notes by Masanori Ito. Reception and impact. Clockwork Immortality reached number 21 on the Oricon Albums chart and stayed there for 6 weeks. It also reached number 23 on Billboard Japan's Hot Albums chart. Critics were overwhelmingly positive. Andy Thorley from Maximum Volume Music gave it an almost perfect score of 9.5/10, calling Lovebites one of the best metal bands today and suggesting Clockwork Immortality might be the greatest album ever recorded by an all-female metal band. Matt Coe of Dead Rhetoric wrote that the album reminded him of the best of Stradivarius's Visions, Helloween's classic Keeper of the Seven Keys, and the early brilliance of Angra. He said Lovebites is one of the strongest Japanese bands that could seriously make a solid international impact based on this album. Danny Labers of Metal Hammer, highlighting Mastermind 01 and Pledge of the Savior as standout tracks, stated that there's not a single bad song on the album, with each one standing strong and memorable in its own way. She concluded, "Believe the hype, ladies and gentlemen. Lovebites is the complete package." Jovan Ristich of Hardwired wrote that from the first notes of Addicted to the sweet power ballad Epilogue, the album evokes the glory days of power metal with a fresh approach. He found every track catchy and memorable, highlighting the Final Collision and Rising as particular standouts that showcase the musician's skills. Legacy and fun facts. Many critics consider Clockwork Immortality the album that solidified Lovebites' place in the international metal scene. It shows the band's evolution, staying true to their power metal roots while incorporating more thrash and speed metal influences, and even experimenting with acoustic guitars. It was the first album by the band to include a ballad, Epilogue. Their historic Wacken open-air performance during the album's production period made them the first all-female Japanese metal band to play at that legendary festival. The wolf on the cover, a recurring symbol for the band, represents Lovebites as a lone wolf playing a non-mainstream genre. Miyako recorded all her guitar parts at her home studio, showcasing the band's DIY spirit despite their growing international acclaim. So, what did you guys think of this deep dive into Clockwork Immortality? This album marks a crucial moment in Lovebites' career, not only confirming the potential they showed in their debut album, but also expanding their musical horizons and securing a spot on the global metal stage. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss any Lovebites content. In the next episode, we'll be diving into the band's third album, Electric Pentagram. So stay tuned. Share in the comments, what's your favorite track from Clockwork Immortality? And what do you love most about Lovebites? I'm excited to hear your thoughts.